Ladies and gentlemen, it's another review week. The week where we go over a bunch of cool stuff, whether it is basic blasters, pro blasters, modded stuff, whatever it is. And we got quite an interesting lineup this week, so y'all might want to stick around and see what kind of goodies we got in store for y'all. And for this episode, we're breaking out of jail with this one, y'all. We have the one, the only, X-Shot Skins Lock Blaster. This thing is actually pretty cool. And we're going to have to figure out some way to break into this sucker to actually use it. So let's get on it. Included in the box is the blaster itself and 16 of the X-Shot Air Pocket Technology darts in the gray color. They're just the new X-Shot darts. That's all it is. So before we start, actually, I'm going to take y'all on a little trip behind the scenes on my phone, and I'm going to show y'all how to unlock the blaster. As we see there, we got the code on the other side, and it's going to give us a cool little animation here of us unlocking the blaster. And our code for this one is 954. So, let us flip our blaster over. Oh, we were actually so close to that. The code on the blaster as it came out is 955. So let's go ahead, slide that to 954, push through this little button, and we can now use our blaster. Now, why should we care about this random, goofy, crazy-looking blaster from X-Shot? Well, there's a lot of cool things about it. First off, if that whole unlocking sequence didn't wow anybody, I feel bad for you. Because that's pretty darn cool. To have a whole little Easter egg for a blaster is so cool. And the whole locking feature, it's not really something that happens that often. Yes, there's like safeties for blasters, but that's a whole nother level. You have your own personal code that if somebody, doesn't have the right code, they can't activate your blaster and they can't use it. So if you put in the right code, unlock it, now you're good to go. But let's get on to the actual feature and function of the blaster, because it's unlike anything I've seen in a while. So first off, the look of it. X-Shot Skins, obviously going to work again with these super cool details all over the blaster, and the whole lock thing with the chains and everything to it. The whole industrial look of this blaster is super cool. In the middle here we have our cylinder, which obviously holds our darts. But the cool thing about the cylinder, you push it in, you can actually remove it. So if you have a couple of these cylinders, like I do actually, you can fully swap them out. Granted, it's not the fastest reloading ever, but it still works. Now, if you saw me using it earlier, you're probably wondering, what the frick is this thing? This, ladies and gentlemen, is what we like to call a lever. This is a lever action blaster. Think, old school cowboys. But this one in particular is a lever action revolver, which is something we usually don't see. We usually see lever action magazine fed. This is a lever action revolver, which to all those cowboy people out there are probably celebrating right now, because they're like, whoa, that is so cool. Yeehaw, partner. And I've already seen a lot of mods where people have put all sorts of cool stuff on this blaster to make it look as cowboy as possible. But in general, this is a kind of blaster mechanism we don't see all that often. We see it on the Slingfire, and the Scavenger, and the Sentinel, and the, oh god, Adopt Me Bees blaster. But then there's this thing. The Slingfire, good. Scavenger, pretty good. Sentinel, god tier. Bees, can buzz off. This, also, pretty darn cool, actually. And it works almost the exact same way as the Adopt Me Bees blaster. It's lever action, revolver, 8-round capacity, which is what that Adopt Me, I'm going to stop talking about it. It's what that blaster has in terms of functionality. But this one looks better, feels better, and honestly, works a lot better as well. It's not flimsy and wobbly and all that. It is a very stiff and solid mechanism. I could sling this all day and not worry about jamming or breaking anything. It works very well. But how well, you may be asking? How well does this kind of a blaster shoot? Is it going to shoot, X-Shot standard performance? Or is it going to shoot worse? Who knows? Take a look at the chronograph and find out. All right, as per usual, we will be starting off with the darts that came with the blaster. But then I also have at the ready Nitro-Shot darts as the control, because as I said, Nitro-Shot is the standard I work by, because those are the darts that I use. So might as well try them out and everything. All right, we are fully loaded. All 8 darts loaded. Oh, this one's a little bit far up. All the barrels are loaded. We rack it forward and pull it back, which rotates the dart into place. Let's see just how hard. Where's that barrel? Let's see just how hard this thing is shooting. 89. Woo! 88. 87. Are we just going down in numbers? 74. Probably. 88. 85. 88. Woo! There's one more dart in there. I was not keeping track. Hold on. Let's shoot one of these one more time. Okay, that one I kind of flopped. But minus all of those, yeah, pretty good highs, actually. Like highs in the 80s, like high 80s, like 89, 88, 87, 88, 85, 88. Not minus those 2 lower shots, average of 82.6, but just in general, this thing shoots pretty darn good. Let's try it with Nitro-Shot and see what we get there. All right, I got it loaded up with Nitro-Shot, priming and putting into place, all ready to go. This time I'm gonna make sure I shoot all 8 darts through here. 66, oh boy. Oh, it's true actually, Nitro-Shot is heavier than X-Shot darts, so they're gonna be shooting a good bit lower, but will be a lot more accurate. 67, 74, 69, 66, 69, and that is it. So a maximum of 74, low of 66, and average of 69. Which still isn't terrible. I mean, considering using heavier darts, you're going to shoot slower, but it's still not terrible. Let's just see how well it shoots with both darts, though, accuracy-wise, on the range. All right, here with the lock blaster, fully loaded up with the X-Shot darts. I have Nitro-Shot in my pocket, so we will load up with those afterwards. Let us see just how hard this thing is hitting, or how accurate this thing is. Woo, that was straight as an arrow. I was not ready for that. I'm kind of dipped. Straight as an arrow, off. Just under. There's that target. Oh, hello. What are you shooting over there? Shot high. That's all from here. Now, all right, load up with Nitro-Shot. See what difference that makes. Oh, hit the post. Shot high. On target. Oh, come on. Huh. Roughly about the same performance actually. Interesting. That's one of my favorite little tricks to do with lever action. You pull it forward and then you pull it under and then let go. So it kind of, yeah, that's fun. That wasn't terrible actually. those X-Shot darts fly a lot faster though. I can see that on here. They just zip right on over. Let's finish talking about this thing. See what else I gotta say. So what else is there to say about the X-Shot Skins Lock Blaster? Well, I'd say get one, because it is a really fun blaster. The whole lever action thing is something we don't see that terribly often, especially lever action revolver. This being the better out of the two options out there, frankly. But just the whole fun feeling and look of the blaster and the whole gimmick with the lock, I really like it. I really like the whole feel of it. I love the look of it. It's such a fun blaster. X-Shot knows how to make some really fun blasters, if we didn't already see from the unicorn video. But just, in general, I love this thing. I love the lock blaster. It is, I'm going to repeat myself if I have to. It is a lot of fun. If I don't make that clear, I'm sorry. But this is a really fun blaster to use. Yeah. And the darts that come with it aren't fully terrible either. It really depends on the blaster and how lucky you are. But in general, they're lighter. They'll fly farther and faster. But accuracy-wise, of course, Nitro Shot is going to dominate. But who cares? It's fun. It's a really fun blaster. And it's so thin and nimble, you can put it on like a back holster if you really want to. Or sling it here on the bottom and just keep it on your side. Or I've seen all sorts of kits and stuff already out for this thing, like I said, where you can do whatever you want looks-wise with it. There's a lot of options for this thing. But let me know what you guys think of the Lock Blaster before I ramble on it far too long. I enjoy it. I think it's a fun blaster. Everybody should at least try it or get one, because they're awesome. And as far as I know, they're on sale too, so try to get one as well if they're on sale, because it's a steal. You get a really good blaster and a lot of darts for a good price. Well, let me know what you guys think of the Lock Blaster down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And of course, I hope to see you guys in the next one.